And I'm just shocked how good. I actually wrote to one of the girls and I started talking with her and I said, like, listen, we gotta work together, because I was blown away how well. And my teacher, I knew how good she was, but it's the fact that people here are so good that I'm
but
shocked.
but there is some explanation for that, right? I
Okay.
think, well, it's
Well, give me your
it,
theory.
it's not a fact,
Okay.
right? But
Yeah.
it's just a saying, that Latvians have since the beginning of times,
Yeah.
that Latvian is a singing nation.
Yeah.
That is how Latvians were raised, how we were, maybe we weren't raised, with these gospel voices,
Yeah.
right? But we for sure have been raised, to sing and to enjoy music. And I think maybe it sounds funny, but I think that, like, it has to do something with it.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but for me, it's particularly impressive the singing, because I'm gonna tell you, I come from Latin America, and Latin American music is very big part of our culture, and it's 1,000 times more part of our culture than here. I still say I've been in Latvia for, it's gonna be, I think, 10 years next year, and nobody has ever come to me to say, listen, you got to listen to this Latvian song. Never. And if you go to my country or anywhere in Latin America, it's going to be 5 minutes. And what you hear on the radio, people dancing on the streets, and your friends dancing when they're walking somewhere. Like, we're very, the how's it called, the music is very connected with the culture. For me, it's very impressive here that there's a huge disconnect between the music and the culture, because nobody's listening to Latvian music in the streets or in the cafes or in the haircut. Like, for example, you go to get a haircut in my country, and you're gonna have music, Latin American music, played on a loop forever. And with all the music videos, it's happening all the time.
but do you think it's the music thing, or is it a cultural thing? So, like, I mean, we as people, like,
Yeah.
just as a nation, right? And me and every single other Latvian, because I think, like, from other, like, my friends,
Yeah.
I must be the most expressive one. But if
Yeah.
I compare myself to you,
Yeah.
I might be boring, right? so,
Okay, I get it.
so maybe it's not about the music itself; it's about how we express.
Well,
the
I think
music.
it's a little bit of both,
Maybe,
because I'm
yeah.
gonna, from my experience, especially when I was working with your friend before and in his musical project, the way the songs that were happening, what they're talking, like in my culture, the song is very connected, what it talks about, to what we are doing. Yeah. So there's a clear connect. Here, every time I hear Latvian things, the song is more talking about what you should be than what you are.
But Santiago, here you are saying exactly the words
Yeah.
why I've been so disconnected from my music.
Yeah.
Because this is exactly what I feel for myself as well.
Yeah.
That the things that I have within me
Yeah.
are not translating to what I write on the paper,
Yeah.
right?
Well, whose fault is that? I'm sorry.
mean,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I mean, but you have to go and put it, like,
Yeah.
because I think, like, there's the well, whose fault is that? It's obviously a joke, but what I mean,
I know.
what I mean is that, it's like, I write music right now. I'm making music right now. I feel I have to say things, and I just can't keep them. You talk a lot. I talk a lot. Yeah. But when I go to write, the same thing that I'm telling to you, I'm going to put it on a song. I feel the approach here has been what I've seen. Yeah. It's a little bit of, it's kind of like, it's like this music is aspirational. It's like, this is what we should be, but not what we are. In Latin America, it's the other way around. It's just what we are. So it's very, very different, the approach.
Well,
in the writing, because I also, my ex-roommate was one of the number one artists in my country, so I was very close to what he would talk on the songs. And of course there's some kind of poetry and magic and this, but I would relate every time I hear a good a good, like, I'm gonna tell you, the last Bad Bunny song that I read, that it was kind of like everywhere in the radio. Well, in the radio, no, but from my friends, Latin American friends that are sharing it, the hook was, I should have taken more photos of when we were having fun. I don't remember the lyrics, but I was like, I've had that sentiment. Oh fuck, I should have made more photos. So it's what he's saying is something that I relate, and I'm pretty sure
Even
that
though it's very simple, right?
it's very simple but very true. And it could be complicated also, because there are things that I relate to that are very complicated, but still they're true. There's a base of truth that I think in general in the content that is being made, it has been lost. So for example, if I see, social media here from people, it's more showing what they're supposed to be, that what they're, I think there's I'm not saying everything is one way or everything is the other, but the tendencies, I just feel that there's clear tendencies.
But have you found like any artist here, maybe, right, that you feel the click, that you could see the approach being similar to what you experienced?
No,
Not-
not yet.
not yet.
Not yet. But what I will tell you this, from any artist that I know here, they're at least 1,000 times more talented than any artist that I know in Latin America. And I know pretty big artists. And the funny part is this, the artists that I know here, they don't think they're good. And that blows my mind. The girls don't think they're pretty. That blows my mind. Like the whole situation, it blows my mind, because I think.
mean, have you seen? Okay, today not, but
Yeah.
like, have you seen like the weather? Right, you've been here for
Yeah.
10 years, right?
Yeah.
I mean, during winter, right, we kind of like hibernate, like we and that's how, like, if you, I believe, like, if
Yeah.
you would talk to me during winter, I would be so self-critique. And
Yeah.
then the spring comes, it's getting better. It's like a flower.
Yeah.
I think we also follow the nature's lead, basically, with our
Could be.
like how do you say, with our beings, right?
Yeah.
Like what's inside us, we also tend to being more self-aware that we are actually good at things when the weather tells us, right, that hey, everything's actually fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very. It might sound stupid, to put this coloration between these two things.
No, I think you got a
But-
point. Yeah.
It could be, right?
It could be. It could be. I think there is a, for me, it's equally crazy for a person that can't sing say, no, I'm the best singer in the world, than a person that is an amazing singer to say, wow, I'm not that good. For me, it looks the same crazy. It's
Maybe
like,
we just lack self-awareness.
yes, that's what I believe. I'm going to give mirrors to everybody. It's like, this is who you are. These are recording tapes so that you can hear yourself.
Like, have you seen in Harry Potter, there is like in this one, in one of the movies, right? There is this magic mirror where you like go and you look into it.
Okay.
And it kind of shows you what you want to see the most.
Okay.
Right? So maybe for Latvians, everyone could see like their best selves.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And that could be our motivation to
Yes.
to become better.
I feel that at some moment somebody's gonna be like, fuck it. I don't care that I'm bad. And they're just gonna push through, and then everybody's gonna get, how to say, inspired. Because it's just like I'm impressed from both sides. I'm expecting more. And I do feel the more that I have understand about the local industry, I've understood that there's certain bad decisions that have been put in place that they really don't help the local artist. But the thing is, like, in my country, we're going to find a way. Like, people just want to do it for wanting to do it. Yeah. And it's a different thing. I also, to be fair, because I was talking about this a couple of days ago, I don't know if it's also generational. Yeah, that I was talking with a friend that he's the best editor in the country that makes the biggest movies, and he used to have a rock band. And I was like, when I came the first years to Latvia, I started working with him, making music videos for him and this kind of things. And I remember thinking, like, man, people here work so much and this and that. And I was telling him in the podcast, I was telling him, I thought you would be the standard. I didn't know how extremely lucky I got when I met you, because that rock band had like 4 guys and they're all super successful right now, but really, really big. So I thought that was going to be the standard that I was going to meet here. But as I said, it could be something generational because I was talking to him that I was telling him, like, we wanted just to make cool stuff. We didn't care about how many views, how much money, how many, because it felt impossible that you were going to make anything. Yeah. So then you would just do it for the fun of doing it. Yeah. So that has changed a little bit, but yeah, but it's cool that I've met you. Well, that I met you so early in that journey of the music.
Actually, I think I remember the first time when maybe it wasn't the first, but it definitely was one of the first times.
If you remember, I think I know, and it was the first time.
We went to Rockafest.
Yes,
it was.
That's
the first.
where we met. Yeah.
Yeah,
but you were on your own. We ran into you into Rockafest.
Yes. We kind of saw each other there.
Yes.
Because I knew our mutual friend.
Yes.
And
he literally told me, I have this friend. If she would be here, it would be so cool. She sings so good. And then you're walking down the steps. Then I'm like, oh my God. Now I'm remembering that I was very drunk, because I remember how drunk I was when I was like, oh my God, it's her. Yes. I'm like, damn, I'm super drunk. And then all of you started singing. It was amazing. It was amazing.
We went downstairs to the basement and we sang karaoke.
Yes.
I remember.
Yes.
I don't remember which song though. But
you sang Shallow.
Shallow.
Yes, I remember.
Oh my God, that's true. I haven't sang that song for a long time.
Yeah.
Now my always go-to karaoke song is Simply the Best.
Is Simply okay? Yeah. Good.
I love it. I love that song. I mean, for me, it seems that I don't know any other song when I'm in karaoke, because that's the only one that I go to.
Well, but if it's your fun song, that's
my fun song. Yeah. And also, because that is my fun song, I actually told the Ginger Band, like, hey, we should sing this song. Like, we should add it to our playlist as well, like to our set list. And, as like they weren't skeptical at all. It just wasn't the song that they were playing beforehand, and they've been playing together since 2018. Okay. So, and this song somehow didn't come up, right? Yeah, exactly. And now this is the song that will always finish one of the sets, always.
Okay.
Because everyone goes nuts
with that song.
I mean, when I'm telling you nuts, I mean nuts.
Okay.
Like crazy, the people who wouldn't stand up the whole time for that song, they would just jump out of the chairs and and dance and sing. It's a really great song for the parties, especially if you have a full band. Amazing. Okay. People love it. I didn't know how much of an impact it would have on people, but it's not like it. I already have some some data, because
you have been doing it.
Exactly, it's been plenty of times when I've noticed this, and in many different in front of many different audience groups, right?
Okay.
Right? And it's always the same.
Oh, yeah. Simply the best.
Simply the best. And I haven't noticed this kind of effect with any other song.
Yeah, we'll have to see it. I will have to see it. Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's a groovy song. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. It's very inspirational.
Exactly, and I think it's also because it's very rocky.
Yeah,
it's dancey, and also it brings you back to some. It gives you just the feeling that you're good, right?
Yes.
That you're feeling fine and you're good, and also mostly people are not listening to the song, consciously. Yeah. Daily, right?
Yeah.
And then they hear that song, they're like, oh my God, I haven't heard this one for such a long time. It's a great song. Let's dance. It somehow gives you a signal that okay, now I gotta dance.
But that's good data. That's good data on what people here react to. Okay.
White people music.
Yeah. And